Okay, this video might ruin my reputation on BookTok or BookTube or Bookstagram, whatever. But I'm talking about popular BookTok recommendations that I either hated, DNF'd, or had to physically force myself to keep reading. And before the comments attack me, this is just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
If you loved these books, I love that for you. But apparently my toxic trait is hating books with 4.7 stars and thousands of people crying in the reviews. So let's get into it. First, Wild Dark Shore. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I made it to 100 pages into this book and literally nothing had happened except vibes. Depressing island vibes. Windy vibes, plant seed vibes. Those vibes are not for me. And everyone kept saying, just wait, it gets amazing. And I was like, okay, but why am I 100 pages deep waiting for the plot to literally arrive by boat? The premise sounds interesting. A remote island, family secrets, storm is coming, and a creepy seed bank. It sounds like something I would love, but reading it felt like staring at gray ocean water for 6 hours. I needed something to happen, not my vibe. The next one I will get hate for, I know it, because it is The Nightingale. Okay, this one is complicated because I don't even think it's a bad book. I actually stopped reading it because it disturbed me so much about halfway through. And if you read it, you probably know the part that I'm talking about. I talked about this in the Books I'm Afraid to Read video because this book legit made me anxious. Obviously, it's wartime historical fiction, so I knew it would be heartbreaking, but I was not emotionally prepared for how brutal and hopeless it felt. I got halfway through this and realized that it was ruining my mental health. And that probably means it's incredibly well written. I just couldn't do it. Okay, now let's talk about The Correspondent. I know people adore this book, I know, but you cannot convince me that this was not just an old lady writing letters for 300 pages. Every chapter was basically, "Dear so-and-so, warm regards, sincerely." And meanwhile, I'm fighting for my life, trying to stay awake. I understand it's supposed to be reflective and literary and emotional, but I needed something to happen. I felt like I was just trapped inside somebody else's inbox. Next is Theo of Golden. This one hurts because I actually understand why people love it. It's sweet, thoughtful, meaningful, but unfortunately, I was bored. Like, yes, kindness matters. Human connection is beautiful. Art changes lives. I get it. But at some point, I realized I was reading this book out of obligation instead of enjoyment. This is less I hated it and more I respect what you're doing, but I don't want to participate. And finally, Margot's Got Money Troubles. This book should have worked for me. The premise is chaotic in the best way. Failed situationship with a professor, accidental pregnancy, OnlyFans, wrestling advice from her dad. Like, this all sounds incredible. But for some reason, I just couldn't get myself to care. I kept waiting for the moment where I would become obsessed, and it never happened. So I eventually stopped because, again, I was bored. Which honestly feels terrible to say about a book with that kind of plot. But I will say, I think the TV adaptation might work better for me because this story feels very visual and character driven. So maybe I will watch it instead. Anyway, those are my controversial BookTok opinions. Please tell me what's a super popular book that everyone else loved, but you hated. And be brave. This is a safe space. Probably. I hope so. So be nice in the comments.